Why should we be hopeful? How can we be hopeful? And what in this moment is really the case for hope? I firmly believe that hope is a discipline. It's a muscle that we have to exercise. And the strength of this muscle lies in our history. It lies in the stories of real people and real communities and real leaders who have stared down injustice over some of the most oppressive contexts and times, and they've decided to fight back. Our nation's progress has not been guaranteed, and it never will be. The arc of the moral universe may bend toward justice, but the stories and the places and the people that I just talked about, they made conscious choices that no matter how bleak the world looked or how infinite the odds, that they would find a way to change this country's course. Our values, our Constitution, our democracy, they don't protect themselves. Instead, our progress has really been as a result of people pushing, sometimes inside government, but many, many times outside, on the streets, on our campuses, in our classrooms, in the courts, in the ballot box, and in the media. And each generation must decide for itself that the cause of justice and equality is worth fighting for. And behind each one of these fights is a wellspring of hope. The biggest threat that we could face is if we think that the civil rights movement is something out of the 1960s and that ended there. It never ended. It is a movement now that is alive and rich today. And the work to make justice real and to close the gap between our lofty ideals on the one hand and people's lived experiences on the other has always been driven by ordinary men and women who've encountered injustice and decided to do something about it. And so that, more than any other reason, is the reason why I am hopeful. While we face new and emerging threats to equality, and we always will, civil rights work is designed to build momentum, and it's designed to persist and endure. So in closing, your resiliency gives me hope, and your determination gives me hope, and the struggle will always give me hope. Thank you so much for inviting me to speak tonight.